Hey everyone, this is Jeff from Metal Guy Reacts, back to bring you another reaction video. Today I'm checking out some more Home Free. I'm really excited. I'm wrapping back around to check out more of their stuff. Today I'm checking out their cover of End of the Road from Boyz II Men. Really excited to check out this tune. Boyz II Men has always been sort of, for me, probably one of the best sort of male singing groups of all time. I mean, they had a true bass just like Home Free does. They have a dedicated guy whose bass is just phenomenal. Their arrangements were phenomenal, and they had the chops. Like, that was the biggest thing, is they were never, I don't know, they were never like, they were never kitschy or trying to just do pop tunes. Like, they really wrote some really amazing tunes and put together amazing tunes, obviously, you know, as a group. And God, they were just always phenomenal. So I'm really excited to see what they're going to do with it, what Home Free's going to do with this tune. Also, I love that people have been telling me that I believe Home Free fans call themselves Home Fries. That's the coolest thing. I, would love someday to have enough, a big enough community watching, music with me to have my own nickname for everybody. But that, like, Home Fries has to be one of the coolest I've ever heard. I love it. So yeah, let's jump into Home Free. I was about to say Home Fries. Home Free doing Boyz II Men's End of the Road.
We belong together, and you know that I'm right. Why do you play with my heart, or why do you play with my mind? Said we'd be forever, said it never died. How could you love me and leave me and never say goodbye? Oh, I can't sleep at night without holding you tight. Girl, each time I try, I just break down and cry. The pain in my head, oh, I'd rather be dead. Spinning it around and around. Although we come to the end of the road, still I can't let go. It's unnatural. You belong to me, I belong to you, girl.
Flying out of the gate, they're doing absolutely phenomenal with this tune. Not only, I feel like they're holding their own. I mean, again, Boyz II Men is a high bar to set. Also, I believe it's Tim, yeah, I think people say his name was Tim, the bass singer, is handling these phenomenally well, too, because it's just, God, those are some tough parts to hit, and he's nailing it.
I belong to you, girl. I know you really love me. You just don't realize you've never been there before. It's only your first time. Maybe I'll forgive you. Maybe you'll try. We should be happy together forever, you and I. Will you love me again like you loved me before? This time I want you to love me much more. This time instead, just come to my bed, and baby, just don't let me down. Although we've come.
I just keep forgetting that there is not a drum kit in the background. I'll have to look up his name again, but the gentleman doing the beatboxing, I keep forgetting that this is a cappella. Like, his beatboxing and his simulation of a drum kit is so on point, because it's not over embellished. Like, sometimes people go way too crazy with it, but he's just nailing it.
Baby, just don't let me down. Although we've come to the end of the road, still I can't let go. It's unnatural. You belong to me, I belong to you. Come to the end of the road.
They did a fantastic job with that cover. I mean, that's not an easy song to cover, I don't think, for creating such great harmonies, obviously being able to keep up with the bass and tenor parts and everything. So first off, I have to say that Adam, the beatboxer, I think his name is Adam, he just... like, it's so weird to say, but he is not just beatboxing. Like, he is getting so close to simulating sounds that it's almost in a different genre. You know, it's like simulation of tone and sound. It's almost like the guy from Police Academy and a bunch of movies, Michael Winslow. Like, he's not necessarily just a beatboxer. Like, he's simulating sounds and tones, and you know, he was also in Michael Winslow was in like Spaceballs and all that, and that's where this guy is going, where Adam's going, because if all of those sounds were coming out of him, which it looked like, then I'm assuming they are, they're not comically coming out of him. It just sounds like a drum kit. Like, he is simulating it to the point where that's all it sounds like. And then both the tenors, Austin and Rob, both did phenomenal. They just, they took this in such a cool direction, and their voices sounded great. And Rob took what seemed like sort of the majority of the main tenor parts. And towards the end there, I don't know if you can see it on my face, but he started adding a little more grit, and I actually really like that. He took a lot of the earlier lines softer, which is great because it is kind of a soft tone for a lot of it. But in the end there, he started digging his heels in a little more. I kind of liked that. Maybe it's the rock and roller in me, but like, I just loved the way his voice sounded when he really started getting gritty and really started getting in there. And of course, I mean, Tim absolutely killed this. I'm trying to remember the bass's name from Boyz II Men. It's Michael McVoy, something like that. I don't remember his name, but Tim did a phenomenal job of trying to keep up with him, because man, he's has such again, the bass singer from Boyz II Men has such a great low end, and so does Tim. So it lends itself really well when you have an actual singing group like Home Free, where their bass can actually handle some amazing sound and all that. So yeah, Tim did phenomenal. I'm so blown away by just those low notes and just how smooth he keeps them. And I mean, the harmonies were amazing, and I believe the people were saying like the baritone gentleman is Adam, I believe. So Adam, I mean, the harmonies were spot on. So what's weird about being a baritone, because I am a baritone singer, is that a lot of times when you're singing in harmonies, and this is actually when I started listening to more like Boyz II Men and stuff in the 90s, was when I first started singing. So I was singing in choirs, I wanted to sing in my own band, and I did for many years. When you start listening to harmonies, sometimes the baritone stuff is like, honestly, it's kind of weird because it doesn't sound like the lead melody all the time. Sometimes you're singing different and weird notes. So being able to be a baritone in a group, and you may not necessarily be singing notes that sound exactly like the melody, it's a weird thing. So he absolutely killed it as well. I just, whenever I talk about Home Free, I just basically go down the road, and a lot of these singing groups you guys are recommending to me, I go down the sort of like a row of, of people and say they did phenomenally, because there's nothing else to say, but you got to pick them apart because they all do such an amazing job and come together so beautifully. Thank you so much for checking out this video. If there's more Home Free you want to see, just add it to the comments below, and any particular songs you want me to check out. If you see that a lot of people are giving a thumbs up to the one you want to hear, though, and it's Climbing, make sure you keep giving it a thumbs up, because that'll kind of help. Still recommend it, but that kind of helps me see what people want to see next. If you get a quick second, please subscribe to the channel. I'm checking out all sorts of singing groups, rap, hip-hop, all sorts of music stuff, and soon I'm going to be doing some other videos as well. So subscribe, check out some cool stuff with me, and I will catch you in my next reaction video.